Is it then that the advertising regulator in Brazil considered the case, he considered Greenpeace and other environmental groups' evidence, and he upheld the fact that you could not credibly claim to be green, and he demanded that you take a lot of your advertisements off the air?
This was the result of the same group that was acting politically in this situation.
But I'm sorry, it's very difficult to believe that everything is political when you are basically in cahoots with the government.
Yes,
the senior minister sits as chairman of your board. President Lula thinks you're fantastic.
Not saying that we don't have
is this a conspiracy against you? It doesn't sound like it.
No, it's not a conspiracy. It's a political game, and there are political game on both sides. Government and opposition.
You're playing one too?
Yeah, I'm playing one too, for sure.
So are you telling me the truth or not?
No, I'm not saying that they are not telling the truth. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they are acting politically, and we are acting politically too.
But surely
that's a different thing.
Your commitments are so clear. We are committed, you say, to sustainable development, environmental responsibility. This isn't about politics. This should be real. This should not be just posturing.
And we are being recognized for different sources that we are really committed to that. We have several different opportunities to show this. We have hundreds of different projects that are doing this direction. And we have one group that's acting very active and very, very successful, doing some things. And we have other type of stakeholders that take into consideration this condition.
You've tried to convince me of the case for Brazilian biofuels. Sugarcane, you say, is efficient. It's even if some other forms of biofuels are not efficient, sugarcane is. Have you considered that Amnesty International and indeed your own Brazilian Ministry of Labour have found that in different plantations and in different distilleries there are conditions, quoting one report, akin to slave labour inside the biofuel industry?
We fully agree with the condemnation of this type of thing. We don't have even trade relations with companies that have this type of behavior.
How do you know?
We have a connection with them. We have more than 300 producers of bioethanol in Brazil. We buy ethanol in Brazil.
I know you do. I just wonder how you know that the sugarcane-based ethanol you are buying, how do you know it isn't produced by people in slave labor conditions?
Let me tell you how. We have 51% of the fuels in Brazil for the cars is ethanol. 51. Gasoline is 49. We buy from several producers. And the Brazilian Ministry of Labor has a list, a blacklist, for slave labor. As soon as one company goes into this list, we cross them from our supply.
A final thought on your environmental commitments. You have built or been involved in the building of a major gas pipeline to Manaus, right through the Amazon jungle.
Yes,
it's nearly finished. Now, a whole host of environmental groups tried to stop you building that pipeline. They say it goes through virgin forest. And again, looking at Amazon Watch's report, they claim that you've opened up a conduit for loggers, for ranchers, and for miners to spread deforestation in previously pristine areas.
I don't know those reports, because this pipeline is bringing natural gas from our production in Urucu, in the middle of Amazon, that is recognized as one of the best combination of environmentally responsible production in the rainforest worldwide. And we are bringing the pipeline, and I didn't know that was this big movement, because this is a surprise for us.
You're bringing the pipeline right through the
forest.
It's
finished,
yes?
But it's not. There's no life, no human population in this area. There is nothing there.
With your determination to expand, you say you want to be in the top 5 global energy producers. Do you think you really are living up to your responsibilities in one of the most sensitive environmental areas in the world?
Yes, and I can invite you to go to the Urucu and make your report there, because we are producing the middle of the Amazon forest with a very clear commitment with the environment, with very clear use of the best technology to minimize the most as possible impact on the area. And we have been recognized by different companies and different agencies as a very good and responsible social company worldwide. We are being recognized for several different sources on that.
Well, except you've just been taken off the sustainability index, but I guess you'll just tell me that's political.
Yeah, I think it was a political movement, very clear.
One analyst said this. He said, Petrobrass's hugely ambitious investment plans and expansion plans depend upon President Lula and the ruling party's winning of the next election in 2010. And if they do not win, then you can throw away Petrobrass's current plans. Is that true?
I don't think so, because our plan is based on long-term development of real things. We have established and identified the wells that we should drill. We know the dynamics of the fluids. We know how the reservoir is going to behave. We have the technology. We have the FPSO, the floating production system, that are going to be built. We know the subsea system. We know the wetland Christmas trees. We have real things that are going on. It is regardless of the government. Independent of the type of the government, this would continue. And nobody is going to be crazy to throw out to the ditch those types of things.
Brazil, energy superpower within 10 years?
Not superpower, but a big power.
José Sergio Gabrielli, thanks for being on Hard Talk.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
Thank you.
indeed.